Can you hear us, Chair?
Good morning. I can hear you.
Good morning.
Can
Are you
you hear me?
help?
Morning.
All right. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay. I will call to order the Yamhill County Board of Commissioners formal session for August 22nd, 2024. It is 10:01 in the morning. And Commissioner Johnston, if you could please lead the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And just as part of calendaring, I just want to remind everyone that we will have no session next week on August 29th, and we will resume our regular sessions on September 5th. Also for calendar, we have the wildfire hazard map meeting next month. It's coming Monday from 1 to 3. It's virtual and in person at AOC. Commissioners, did you get the invitation for that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we've got that on there. And then Christian, we had talked about potentially meeting an executive session next week. Is that something you want to wait till Ken's back for?
Yeah, I think so. I'm looking at Justin. I think I recall the need for it, but yes, I think we'll probably wait until Ken's back. And then if the commissioners are available and it's necessary, we'll just send around a notice and then make sure that it gets noticed ahead of time.
Okay, perfect. Anything else for calendar?
No.
Nope.
All righty. Item D is public comment. This time period is reserved for public comment on any topic other than an agenda item, a quasi-judicial land use matter, or a topic scheduled for a public hearing. If there is anyone in the audience who would like to submit public comment or online, please raise your virtual hand and we will call on you.
Seeing none in the audience.
Okay. Any online?
None online.
Okay. Item E was our department update. Unfortunately, our county assessor can't make it today, so we will continue that to a later date. Item F is the work session. There's nothing on work session today. Item G is our consent agenda, which has 8 of our economic development grants that we decided on. And is Joya there in the audience?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning.
Morning. Alrighty.
Morning.
Okay. Very good. What I did was worked with Christian on the agreement. Shouldn't say contract, agreement. And there are 8 of them. There is a very brief update in your packet that has, that on the 25th, the board approved the 8 grant applications for the Economic Development Competitive Grant Program. Those applicants are Alumbra Cellars, $10,000, Alchemist Jam, $10,000, Bad Dog Bakery, $10,000, XL Tech, $10,000, Heater Allen Brewing, $10,000, Miss Hannah's Popcorn, $25,000, Motor Control, $25,000, and Pure Light Botanical Beauty, $25,000. Based on your approval of these 8 grant applications on the 25th, I recommend approval of the agreements as presented, unless you have any questions about the actual agreement itself.
No, first of all, let me just say I appreciate the diligence on this. We've had some struggles with these grants in the past. And I appreciate the fact that you've been such a good outreach to our local community. We haven't had that in the past, the brick and mortar, the smaller businesses, the folks that pretty much get get passed over because they might not be traded sector. So thank you for acknowledging our smaller businesses. And I also was a little concerned in the past about follow-up. Do we have any accountability? Because we have seen people take money and then go out of business. So I appreciate that you have put in some guardrails,
Mhm.
some milestones, some project milestones and schedules. So that gives me an entirely different view of these grants, the process. So thank you very much.
Of
for that.
course,
It's
my
been a
pleasure.
game changer.
Thank you. And there are 2 dates in there. So
Yes.
December 1st, there is an update due to us, and then again on June 1st.
Right. Okay.
I'm looking forward to the on-site tours.
And
Yes,
we will be doing on-site tours.
yes,
Yeah.
that's going to
Yeah.
be great. Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Joya. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Any further discussion?
None.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Great, motion passes. We appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joya.
Happy to do this. Thanks.
Okay, so that brings us to item H, which is old business. There's nothing today. Item I, other business, nothing today. We had a public hearing on the agenda. However, the appeal has been withdrawn, so we won't be holding the public hearing today. And then I skipped over other business add-on, correct? There's an add-on.
That's right.
Okay. Christian, do you want to read the language for that?
Sure. What it is a amendment to extend the current jail medical services contract with MedTrust LLC for an additional 60 days under the same terms and conditions as the original agreement. It's some additional time to allow the sheriff's office to complete the procurement process, which they're getting close to, but the actual deadline for the initial term of the contract is next week. And so this would extend it for 60 days. We don't have a signed copy back yet from the contractor. We just received this request yesterday afternoon, but our understanding from Captain Brown is that the contractor is in agreement to a 60-day extension. So what we would ask the board to do is approve this amendment subject to the final review and approval of County Counsel's office. And then once we get that back from the contractor, we'll go ahead and complete the amendment.
Okay, thank you. So moved. Any further discussion or questions on that?
None.
All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Great, motion passes. Thank you. Any other add-ons for today?
Nope.
No other add-ons? Okay. That brings us to our announcements, I believe. So last week, we had an update from our DA Bradbury talking about House Bill 4002 funding and how that was going to roll out. And we did talk about how to round out the DDA funding. And Brad was able to poll all of the members of our task force and ask if we could use the extra funds that we received for House Bill 4002 towards the DDA. So everyone thought that was a great idea and agreed to it. So there's no further changes that we need to make. We're just going to adjust the budget there and just let them know that we're going to actually hire for a full-time DDA. So that's just a quick update on that. We had the city county dinner last week, Thursday night at the city of Yamhill, which was fantastic. We got to see the national championship Yamhill Carlton high school trap team. So that was really cool. They're very proud. And a little derby race from a couple kiddos. And Mayor Potter just did a great job. So we really appreciate those partnerships. And then McMinnville had their lemonade day this past weekend, which was really fun. I don't know if you got to see any of the lemonade stands, but they're pretty cute. I think that was all of my announcements. You guys have any?
I have none.
Real quick, just want to announce that Housing Authority has successfully closed on the Stratus Village property and they'll begin construction. Probably they will begin mobilization this week and then likely start towards the end of September to have some kind of an outreach community event to focus on that. If you remember, the board approved $500,000 for this project, which is going to be significant. Affordable housing, and 10 of the units will be designated for Health and Human Services clients that need a little bit of more supports in a structured environment. Also, as you all know, our assessor tax collector sent out the list of foreclosed properties, the properties that are in the process of being foreclosed. The notices went out. Typically, when people see those notices go out, they do something and they kind of clean up the arrears. But we have been pretty aggressive in the past to make sure that those who were in jeopardy of losing their properties had some supports. Housing Authority has been very good. We do send out notices telling them what foreclosure avoidance programs are. And now Oregon Homeowner Assistance Fund through OHCS is offering some additional assistance. They do have about $300,000 left, I believe, to help. In other words, they can fund another 400 applicants. So anyway, we're just hoping that folks can take advantage of that, because the last thing we want to see is folks who paid into their properties lose them because they can't pay taxes. That's all I have.
Commissioner Starrett, is that something that is run through our assessors department, or is that OHCS that then reaches out directly?
So what I had asked our assessor to do years ago was to put notices in, letting them know what the Housing Authority locally does. So those connections are still being made. This is a notice that's going out directly from OHCS to the homeowner, saying that they have been identified through our county assessor's office. So in essence, it's also a letter that we can send out from our office as well. So Derek shared that with us this week.
All right. Any other announcements?
That's it.
Okay. Well, we didn't quite get the record of 38 seconds, but if there's nothing else for the good of the order, I will adjourn the Yamaha County Board of Commissioners formal session for August 22nd, 2024. It is 10:13. Take care and have a great week off next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.